Hello classic crew, and welcome to today's video where we're going to be talking about how to have a classic girl summer. If you are new to my channel, here we talk about classic living and traditional values, and I would love if you would consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. If you're not already subscribed to my Substack newsletter, where you'll get access to a ton of exclusive content, including my book club, my weekly articles, and my podcast, make sure to head over to classicallyabby.substack.com. So a few summers ago, there was this concept of a hot girl summer. It was actually started by a song by someone who I've talked about on this channel before, Megan Thee Stallion. And the way that dictionary.com defines hot girl summer is feeling confident in who you are and having fun and looking good while doing it. As you might imagine, the idea of hot girl summer does not appeal to me, but what does appeal to me is the idea of classic girl summer, embracing our classic femininity and embracing our classic lifestyle and bringing that into summertime and taking advantage of it in the best possible way. So today I want to talk about how you can have your classic girl summer and some ways that you can embrace your femininity while doing it. So let's get into today's video. So the first way that you can have a classic girl summer is to dress modestly and classically. So if you're new here, I am a huge proponent of modesty on my channel. I think that it will get you what you want, and it respects your body in a way that really nothing else does. So I think that being modest is a very important part of being classic. And I also think that being modest does not mean being frumpy. I think that you should absolutely look stylish and fabulous and feminine while also being modest. Kate Middleton is a really good example of this. She looks absolutely stunning always, and she is a very modest woman. So one of the ways that you can have a classic girl summer is to dress modestly and attractively and classically. So how do we do that in summertime? Because I think a lot of people get really overwhelmed thinking about how to dress modestly in summer without getting overheated. So wearing beautiful dresses. Really, that's what it comes down to. Wearing beautiful dresses, beautiful skirts, light fabrics, bright colors, and embracing your personality, showing off who you are through your clothing within certain boundaries. So I love the idea that you can express who you are through your clothing. And in doing that, you can actually make yourself look even more beautiful. So find clothes that appeal to you, but that also are within the boundaries of modesty and will keep you cool. So for example, I posted a video on my channel of some dresses that would be good for summertime, but are really modest and still express kind of who I am and what I like. But finding a dress that has a flower print, if that's something you're into, or wearing bright colors, if that's what you enjoy. Finding something that reflects your personality through your clothes. You might be somebody who prefers to not wear prints. I'm somebody who really loves dresses that are in solid colors, but I also have prints in my wardrobe. And I think that embracing classic girl summer is embracing those outfits that make you look beautiful rather than just a hot body. And I really love summertime for this because you can find dresses that will keep you cool, but that also really accentuate your beauty. Instead of, I need to wear something that's going to be the least amount of fabric so that I sweat the least, it's clothing that really does reflect your personality, but also can keep you cool. The second way to have a classic girl summer is to go to restaurants with beautiful outdoor seating and just enjoy the weather. I love summer because I love summer nights. Summer nights are my absolute favorite thing. It's warm outside. You don't have to remember to bring a jacket. You don't have to cover up your outfit. I love that. I love that you can just have your outfit looking nice and you don't have to think about covering it all up with a coat the entire evening. And sitting outside with those string lights, just enjoying a warm evening, that is such a lovely summer activity and one that I think is very classic. If you take your husband out, your friends out, sitting outside and just enjoying the weather and enjoying a pretty patio is just the best, most classic thing to do in summertime. P.S. If you're hearing some crazy noise outside, it's the thunder. I'm talking all about how summertime is coming and it is thunder and lightning outside, but you know, that's part of a Virginia summer actually. Number 3 is host a backyard get-together for family and friends. So even if you don't have a backyard space, maybe find somebody who you can co-host with and host something outdoors. I think hosting in and of itself is a really classic thing to do, and it's something that people don't do enough these days. Jacob and I talk about this a lot, that people don't really have other people over. And we host all the time. We love having parties. We love cooking dinners for friends. It's something we really enjoy. We love that aspect of kind of communal living. And so I think it's really important as classic women to host more often. And one of the ways to do that in summer is to have an outdoor gathering for family and friends and community. And so Jacob and I just recently did this. We had a going away party because we're moving from Virginia to Florida, and it was so nice. It felt so summery. We just put a cooler outside with a bunch of ice in it with some beers and some seltzers. We had some snacks on a table. We put seating, and people just enjoyed each other's company, enjoyed the weather, and we got to enjoy hosting, which, as I mentioned, is just a really classic thing to do. The 4th way to have a classic girl summer is to take morning walks so that you feel physically better and avoid that summer heat. So something that I have started to do now that I have my son is I take daily walks. It's really good for him to get some fresh air. It's good for me to get some exercise, and I pretty much insist that's part of our daily routine. But because it's summertime, we really have to go early in the morning before it gets too hot, before it's too hot for him, before it's too hot for me. So taking a morning walk is going to be a really classic thing to do. It gives you a little bit of that extra exercise. It gets you some fresh air. It helps you avoid that heat as the day progresses. And it's just really calming. Like, it's really nice to go for a walk in the morning before everyone is out and about and you're just kind of enjoying the quiet and the solitude. So one of the best ways to have a classic girl summer is to find ways to exercise that also embrace kind of the weather. And so that is a really good way to do that. It's not enough to just go for walks, but it is a good start. And it also is just lovely. So do it. Number 5 is read one book a month. Reading in every season has its beauties, right? Reading when it's cold out, you can snuggle in and put on a blanket and set up a fireplace or even a fireplace video and just enjoy kind of being all cozy while you're reading. And then in the summertime, a beach read or reading outside with kind of a lemonade. It's such a lovely thing to do. So reading a book, trying to read at least one book a month is a really great way to embrace your classic lifestyle. And if you are looking for a way to do that, I am going to shamelessly plug my book club on my Substack, where we have a Zoom call once a month, and we actually get to talk to each other about the book that we read. So we have done this for a while now. I absolutely adore my book club. It's a really wonderful way for us to meet each other, to chat, and also encourage you to read. So if you are looking for a book club to encourage you to read, I really highly recommend checking out my Substack newsletter. But even outside of that, just reading a book, at least one book a month, it makes you feel better about yourself. It teaches you something, and it's always good to continue to read and build up your knowledge base. Last but not least, a wonderful way to have a classic girl summer is to attend an outdoor classical concert. A lot of the time, there are free concerts held by philharmonics in the park, and it's a really fun way to enjoy your summer and to enjoy a summer evening. So if you can, go out and about, just... Did you hear that? So if you can, just sit outside and enjoy a classical concert, take in that beautiful music, and just enjoy a summer night. Absolutely, you should do that. Classic girl summer all the way. So that is how you can have a classic girl summer this summer. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, and if you have any other recommendations for having a classic girl summer. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, make sure to do that and hit that notification bell. If you'd like to follow me on social media, it's at ClassicallyAbby absolutely everywhere, and I would love if you would check out my Substack newsletter. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!